Good afternoon. My name is Johnny Calvin, and I'm going to speak on behalf of being an MOJ brother. And before that, it's interesting. Eric mentioned it was 20 years ago that I met Larry when I moved to Columbus, and he was my dentist, and the friendship just grew from there. And one of the things I'll have to mention, we call him the singing dentist, and those of you that know him, he would always come in singing something, right? It was in the picture how he would sing out loud. My nickname for him was DLDV. So for the longest time, it was hard for me to drop the doctor, but he wasn't in the titles. If you know anything about Larry, he wasn't, all about the titles. And so I called him DLDV, which stood for Dr.Larry, Devese. And also he's known as Uncle Larry to my kids there. And we also would call him Larry quite contrary. If you know, you know. But he was simply a good brother, right? And so, from MOJ, and Cynthia asked that those who are present in MOJ, Men of Joy Ministries, if you would stand, please. So for those that don't know, Men of Joy is a ministry. It's church in your pocket, is what our app says. And so we're about 20 brothers across 20 states, and so we meet every day on a phone call. And so we were fortunate that Larry was a facilitator for about a year on the Men of Joy call, and we got a front row seat into his journey with the Lord. And he's a thinker, that you all know that, I'm sure. And he would have these provocative questions, and those provocative questions would lead us into deeper conversations, which was something that was definitely welcomed. And so we were able to see how he processed faith, right, through his lens and his life experiences. I was going back and listening to some of the messages that he shared, and he would talk transparently. That's one of the tenets of Men of Joy. And so I'll keep it just cutting here.